Hello everyone, this is Sophie from Bright Opal Tarot. Welcome one and all. I'm doing this recording for our American friends in regards to the different bills that, very important bills. I messed it up again. I'm sorry, this is a piece of letter that my aunt had given me, and I tried to make a little something to read cards on, and I did things when I was on top of it, like writing and things like that, and it might have gotten through the paper or damaged. The leather is already damaged. Oh well, I'm sorry. You didn't need to know about that. So, in the US, first of all, there is the infrastructure bill. There is the credit card bill that you need to pay. There is the humanitarian relief bill that needs to be passed. There is the voting rights, and there is um, oh there's abortion rights. Guys, you guys need a third party because right now the GOP, who was already splintered with the Tea Party and with moderates, the same thing is happening in the Democratic Party. So why don't you take the centrist people from both parties and put them together and make one party? That would solve the problem, maybe? I don't know, but this is getting ridiculous. I think here I am, the girl talking about, uh, uh, the U.S. Different political parties when we just had an unnecessary election in Canada. I can't really moralize people at all. So the first thing that I'd like to know is, are you guys going to have a shutdown? Let's do this with the yes-no spread. Will you be having a shutdown? Much to learn. Will there be a shutdown? Stinky. Some people feel like their hands are tied. There could be one, but it's not certain. I don't get a straight answer. I'm not getting a straight answer. So there are, like I said, factions within each parties that, you know, trying to talking together, ganging up. I don't know why I say ganging up. Some, the leaders' hands are tied. Um, you have McCarthy, you have McConnell saying, you know, we're not raising the limit. I mean, why is this guy running the country, people? I don't understand the filibuster either. I think it's really negative. But anyway, it's really paralyzing for you guys. That's what I think. Um, Waiting for your ship to come in. Some people like AOC, sorry, who is great, but at the same time, she is one who is putting a lot of bâtons dans les roues. putting sticks in the wheels to keep the wheels from rolling. She's one. As great as she is, we need to keep that in mind. Um, and I feel that those people are the ones that are victorious. So it's not the American people winning, it's the people wanting to make points. I mentioned AOC, but we can mention McCarthy, we can mention McConnell, all those people who are on the fringe, all those people who are a little bit in the far right or the far left, they're the ones who are winning, not the American people. Don't forget that. So there are choices that need to be made before an answer can be given. Um, this is going backwards. Bill may be dead. I don't know. This needs to change. You need to call your people. You need to contact AOC. Not to threaten her. Whoopsie, sorry. Not to threaten her. But you need people to call people on the fringe that are very stuck in the mud. Manchin and Sinema for the filibuster thing. Mm. So what about the infrastructure bill? Let's look at the infrastructure bill, at all those other bills like spending bills. Where are we going with that? Infrastructure, humanitarian relief. I know I'm missing some because there are so many that need to be passed. So what about all those spending bills? What's going to happen with them? The humanitarian bills are for red. The humanitarian bills are mostly for red states, isn't it? Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna move those. This is about the Republicans. I keep hearing the Grim Reaper. So right now the people are walking away from each other. People are not working together. They're walking away from each other. And that is because of what happened in the past, which is about Biden's agenda, and wanting to put everything into one bill might not be such a good idea because he wants to speed things up, right? So the ideal that we have in mind is to make those bills available to the people, get the infrastructure bills going so it's more jobs for in the US, and it's about safety, it's about humanitarian help, it's about so many different things, but it's about the the Americans, the people, right? This is the mother wanting to take care of the people, but then you have the GOP bring people down. And this is what is putting us in a paralysis mode, because people are just walking away from one another. Somebody needs to put their foot down, and I don't know if Biden can use his pen and have executive things. But right now, the hope and the ideal is for people to go back to working together. And that it can only happen if people call their congressperson, their senators, and tell them, hey, get back in there and get to work with everyone. You know, uh, stop being a person who is a showstopper. So everything is on party lines. If that's what you want, if that's the way you want to work it, you need to get into parliamentary system. And the voting rights, I don't understand. The US used to be the role model for democracy, or one of the role models for the democracy. It is not right now. Not with what's going on. We're going back to the 1900s, the early 1900s. So what's going on with the voting rights? Where are we going to go with that? I see this as the Supreme Court. You notice how much the Queen of Swords is coming out today in the readings? The full moon is going to be Libra, I think, right? Are we in Libra season now? The full moon is today. Hmm. So right now the government, the states, the GOP states, the blue, the red states, they are the states that are holding people back in the past. And when we're talking about the past, we're talking about, like I said, the early 1900s. And the offers are being ignored. And that's a drag that drags people down. Let me pause for a minute. Sorry about that. Needed more light. So, like I said, offers are being ignored, and that's dragging people down. Right now, what's in the mind of the people is to keep whatever little they have left. Justice will need to intervene. The Supreme Court was very lousy. Justice will need to intervene. Because if they don't, people will be left in the cold, and they ain't gonna be a good thing. Justice will need to intervene, and evaluate the work and put, like we say in Quebec, put some water in your wine. Temper things because it's going way too far to the right. Hmm. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi will have to make a choice. That is not going to be an easy one. She'll have to take a leap of faith and do it. And it's not going to be popular either. Mm. So I'm going to stop it here because it's been long enough already. And I'm going to keep abortion rights for tomorrow. Just so you know, I'm pro-birth. That means that I do believe women should be able to get an abortion, but once the baby is born and viable, if the baby, when they're trying to abort, is born and is alive, I don't believe in letting him die. I'm pro-birth. That's basically what I mean by that. Because, like in Canada, I'm saddened to say that we do abortion is available up until the baby is born. And if when they try to abort and it's very late and you basically have to go through birth, if the baby is born alive, then they let him die. That's disgusting. So I'm pro-birth, just so you know. And I'm disgusted by what they're doing in Texas and other red states. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. This shows you how important voting is. Because if you don't vote, things like that happen. The wrong people show up and things like that happen. So, we want to concentrate on abortions and giving rights for people to abort, but you also need to work. You need to work on voting rights because the voting is what impacted this thing. It's what allowed this thing to happen. Yeah. So voting rights is very important. Keeping people from voting is not very. Not only is it not nice, not only is it bringing the country back to the early days, but it's not democratic. So, yeah. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. In the meantime, I just want to let you know that I'll be on Kathleen J. Lightworker tomorrow evening with Kathleen J. from Earth 213 and Ron from Ron Unconditional Love. And generally on Saturdays, I'm with Ron on his channel from Ron Unconditional Love Tarot doing live readings. So if you want to join in and tune in, that's usually after Nasty Women Tarot. Yeah, they're on tonight, by the way. So you guys take good care of yourself and you have a good night. Bye.